Hey guys, what's up? I am back to discuss some K-pop comebacks for the month of March. These are the ones that either I was personally excited for or, it's a comeback by a big group. The last time I did something like this, was in September of last year, and well, not doing a ranking again I think. I'm just way too flip-floppy when it comes to music opinions. I can hate a song one day and then be in complete and utter love with it the next. My brain works in mysterious ways. Anyways, like I said, this is not a ranking, and my opinions might change in the future, but let's just get into the review. As always, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments, and timestamps are added in the description for your convenience. OnlyOneOf released their newest EP, seOul Collection, and, it's actually perfection. From Chrome Hearts to the English version of Dora Maar, it's simply flawless. If you haven't had the chance to listen to the EP yet, I'll give you a little taste of it. Starting off with Chrome Hearts, which is the Korean version of their Japanese release with the title, Chrome Arts. Personally, I'm so used to the Japanese version that I cannot listen to it in Korean, but that's a me problem. Same thing happened with stayc's Poppy, it's just hard to get accustomed to so quickly. But yeah, in general, this song is fucking amazing. I don't think I've heard a song like that before, and it's awesome that OnlyOneOf prioritizes experimenting with music, and in turn making K-pop that much more fun. Moving on to Soul Drift, took me a while before I got into it, but once I did, it quickly became one of my most listened to on the album. Along with Mirage, Candy Bomb and Nabi. The only song I barely ever listen to is Blue Blue Soul, sounds kinda boring to me but it's far from being bad. Dora Maar is iconic, and actually I don't mind the English version of it, I might play it once in a while if I'm feeling it. Still doesn't get better than the original, so, go listen to that as well. All in all, perfect comeback, perfect EP, OnlyOneOf you are the future of boy groups, and we will make you famous. Twice oh twice, what do we do with you? I don't know whether people generally liked or disliked Moonlight Sunrise, but I was on board. It's dreamy, catchy, fun and flirty. I had no complaints about it. Naturally my expectations for the album and title were, pretty high. And well, my expectations were not met. Yet again. Why does it feel as though, the quality of Twice albums got gradually better around Fancy era, and then crashed right back down with Talk That Talk? And I will say something very controversial right now, it already happened with Formula of Love. I for the life of me don't get the hype. I like 3 songs off that album, the rest simply don't exist to me. I feel a strong sense of disconnect when I hear the music Twice makes today. Is any of the music horrible, awful, unlistenable? No, of course not. Do I end up liking 1 or 2 songs? Yeah, yes I do. I think Wallflower Off Ready to Be is pretty cute but, I have never once went back to it. I know going from cutesy, bubblegum K-pop to a mature sound is not easy but, JYP proved to us that with Fancy and Feel Special, Twice can take the risk and it'll pay off, because it still sounds like a Twice song. Fancy, Girls Like Us, Get Loud, Love Foolish, the entirety of Taste of Love. What happened along the way? Overall, this was a disappointing comeback, none of the B-sides grabbed me, not even the music video, which is a crazy thing to say about Twice. This is totally not what I expected Kai to do next after and Peaches, but damn has it exceeded everything I imagined Rover to be. His first mini-album is truly one of the best and most cohesive albums I've heard in K-pop, and that being an introduction to his solo career, is wild to me. Peaches was cute, haven't really gone back to it but, it was enjoyable nonetheless. And now with Rover, I feel like we got to see Kai from EXO again. Strong, confident, charismatic and sexy. Rover has not left my consciousness since the day it dropped. All day every day, it's Rover, 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 Mr. Rover, 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 I'm coming over, 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 Irium Yunbo Rio, call me, Rover, Rover, Rover. My personal faves on this mini album are, Rover, Slide In and Say You Love Me. Just, excellent, fun, sexy, just Kai being Kai, and doing Kai things the best way he knows how to. Watching him perform Rover on stage is so much fun as well. What makes Kai so special, is the way he can take a song and perform it like it was always meant to be for him, and nobody else. Nothing looks, sounds or feels awkward, everything is natural and almost like the song was written for Kai specifically in mind. And that goes for both of his previous title tracks. So happy that Kai finally got his first win as a soloist, and I hope we get to see EXO again very soon. EXO, we are one, forever and ever. Stream Rover. As the self-proclaimed #1 NMIXX defender, I have to say something. Why do I suddenly see so many people complaining about how the NMIXX change-up thing is nowhere to be found on Love Me Like This? Weren't we all collectively clowning on NMIXX since OO for that exact reason? Personally, I've grown to like everything NMIXX does, change up or not. Imagine the team around NMIXX thinking about ways to make their sound more palatable, and now that they've successfully done it with Love Me Like This, people still found a way to complain. What exactly do you want NMIXX to do? I feel like we should let NMIXX experiment and go to all the places they want to go concept and sound-wise in peace, instead of constantly picking them apart every time they come back. Anyways, that being said, expérgo is the perfect Red Velvet and NMIXX mashup. The reason why I brought up Red Velvet is because it's exactly what NMIXX should strive for, mainly their red sound, think Dum Dum, Russian Roulette, and Power Up. And expérgo has done that pretty well, I think. Starting off with Young Dumb Stupid, absolutely not for me. I already hated the original nursery rhyme or whatever it is, it's very annoying to me, so this doesn't make it better. But that is okay, they tried something out, worked for some people, not me though. Next is Love Me Like This, which is the title of this EP. Something about it reminds me so much of Nickelodeon's Victorious. I can totally imagine Ariana Grande's character Ket singing this with Jade on the show. This is great and I can picture it having longevity, and if this is the sound NMIXX will go for in the future, I'm into it. Other songs I enjoyed were Paxword as well as My Gosh. Paxword especially is incredibly well made, lots of little details that make the listening experience that much more enjoyable. And all the members sound amazing on it. Happy that we get to hear more of their vocal abilities instead of the music overshadowing them a bit too much at times. Just Did It and Home are good as well, just not something I see myself going back to a lot for now. Actually, Just Did It might change my mind very soon, let's just say I'm currently letting it marinate in my brain. Overall, I love this EP from NMIXX, I'm so happy to see them slowly find their sound, I'm happy to see the love and attention to detail put into the songs, and I am a NMIXX defender for life. Highly recommend giving expérgo a listen, you might end up loving it. Face was, in my opinion, not great. I was initially really excited to listen to the EP after Set Me Free Part 2 was released. And then Like Crazy came out and I was, and still am loving it. I think they're both great in their own ways, but we'll get to that. Hearing the B-sides though, I was just kind of left feeling disappointed. Starting off with a pre-release track with the title, Set Me Free Part 2. The instrumental on its own, reminds me a lot of a Kanye West track, Fuck Him, obviously, but can't deny that the music is good. My point is, I love the instrumental quite a lot. Also liking Jimin's voice here, the pacing is good, it doesn't feel boring at all, and the sudden beat change is my favorite part of the song. I know a lot of you guys are deathly afraid of autotune, and at this point the complaints just sound a bit funny to me. I think autotune in the year of 2023 is not a weird choice at all, considering hyperpop exists. Distorting voices, making it high-pitched, that's what makes it fun, no? Preference is a thing of course, you are totally allowed to just not be into autotune at all. But yeah, personally I'm a fan of the way hybe specifically uses it, mainly when it comes to TXT's music. Very tasteful as I like to describe it. Next we have Like Crazy. Before listening to it, I saw a bunch of people calling it bad and I didn't know what to expect. Would I say it's groundbreaking? No, but it's a good song regardless. Kind of something I could see The Weeknd put in a deluxe version of his Dawn FM album. It's easy to listen to, Jimin sounds pretty on it and it generally manages to build a nice atmosphere. No complaints from me, except for the ASMR in the beginning and end of the song. Who the fuck is that guy whispering in my ear, and what does he want from me? Hated that, but I can deal with it. The rest of the album however, total snooze fest. Maybe Alone could grow on me but, I don't see that happening. Overall, I think we could have done better, the EP feels unfinished to me, also think the swearing feels forced at times. Let's dial it back a bit, but other than that, I'm happy with the title track and pre-release. I feel conflicted. Before we get into the actual song, let's first discuss the title. Does Starship know what KITSCH actually means? I'm genuinely trying to understand what the song is trying to say, and where exactly the kitschy aspect comes into play. Kitsch and IVE in general don't really mesh in my head, but I think it's an interesting concept. Is Starship actually brave enough to temporarily give up on the elegant image they created for IVE? The answer is no, and this song is kind of proof of that. KITSCH is far from being true kitsch. Sounds good on paper I guess. Is the chorus kitschy? Maybe, not kitschy in a bad but kitschy in a good way I think. The chorus is the only thing drawing me into the song, whereas everything around it sounds boring and uninteresting to me. Also it doesn't help that the lyrical content is about Instagram DMs and stupid OTDs like, do we really need to hear this in a song? All the topics in the world, and we willingly chose to talk about the social media algorithm? On the other hand, this kind of is kitsch if you really think about it, so, maybe this was an intentional choice? Now I'm questioning everything. Is it bad? Or is it actually kinda good, because it's meant to be bad? Is this bad or good kitsch? What is the meaning of life? Much to think about. Anyways, the lyrics suck, the visuals kinda suck, I liked some ideas in the music video but it could have been much better. Also, the verses drag on, to me, it's just mostly bad except for the cool and fun chorus. And I think it's a shame we didn't use the concept of kitsch in the truest sense. Let's hope the title track is much better and bit more daring. Sigh. I was actually so excited to see Jisoo doing something on her own. And now, we got this. I don't know why I even put my hopes up, like YG wouldn't try to give us a Jennie solo 2.0. I'm the clown in this scenario. You know how people use the word mid way too much when it comes to music? I think it's time we bring it back, Flower and All Eyes on Me are as mid as a K-pop song can get. First, let me be nice and list all the things I did enjoy about Jisoo's Flower. The music video is pretty, it feels like a long Dior ad for some perfume. The pacing is, okay, I like the dancing on the street, I like the location they filmed at, some of the styling was great. Obviously Jisoo is stunning, also thought the teaser pictures were beautifully shot. I also like the pre-chorus of the song, it's a nice melody and I thought Jisoo sounded really good in certain parts. What else? Thinking, hold on. Yeah, that's about it. Everything else, boring, uninteresting, Jinny did it better. And in no way am I trying to pit these two together, but I think it's hard to not compare, when the chorus of Flower follows the same pattern as Solo. Also, both songs are about a breakup, the only thing differentiating Flower and Solo is the dance break section in Solo. That is it. Both Jinny and Jisoo are twirling around the video, singing about someone who broke their hearts and left, and are waving around products from Chanel and Dior. I think what could have potentially saved the song for me, was a different, or more exciting chorus. If you want an empty chorus, let's throw in some O's, and yes, some woos, I don't fucking know, why do I have to do YG's job? Anyways, next song is All Eyes on Me. To me it's alright, it has catchy parts that I found myself singing along to, I'm actually not mad at it. Is it amazing? Am I obsessed? No, not at all, but as we all know, the Blinks will devour this single album, call it the greatest thing to ever happen to K-pop, list 348 of its achievements and broken records, and live happily ever after. If you genuinely do enjoy Flower, I'm happy for you, this is all just how I personally feel. And what does it matter what I say, right? Anyways, thank you guys for watching, this was fun to make, maybe I'll do it more often but you can let me know what you think. Bye besties.